Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to have a donut chart. So there is a empty circle in the middle, but how can we draw this? Here is our previous example again. We see that we are having the sizes, sections, colors, and the explode. Here we are not using the explode anymore, so I'm going to remove this part. Then we are having the pie chart here. So here the pie chart is what it's trying to do is the following. So it is going to have the sizes, the labels, and the colors. Then we are having the edge color, which is black. And then we are having the line width, which is 1.5. Okay. Then, because we want to have a white circle in the middle to create a donut chart here, we need to include a GCA. Then we are having the add artist function. We are having to add a circle, and this is the radius. For example, we can modify this, and this is the color. So the color is white. I could say the color to be, for example, black. So when I run the code, you see the middle circle is now black. We can change to whatever we want. So it's white again, and I can modify this number as well. So I can have 0 instead of 0.5, I'm having 0.9. So you see that it's much bigger, and it doesn't make sense to have it this big. We can try 0.3. We see that it's very small now. So I think 0.5 a good uh, would be a good start to have it here for the size of the middle circle. Also, we are mentioning that we want to have our circle in the middle here. You see that because we are having 0 and 0, this is in the middle. But we can modify this number as well. So if we want it to be middle, we are going to choose the 0 and 0, but we can choose, for example, 0.5, so it's a bit to the right. We can have negative 0.5 here, it will be a bit to the left. Then we can also modify this, for example, 0.2, so it's going to go a bit up because it's the y-axis. So this is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis, and we can go, for example, 0.5, so it will go up here. So it's the x-axis, it's minus 0.5, so it is coming to the left. Then it is going to the up because we are having the positive 0.5. But if I make it negative, it will go down along the y axis. You see here, it becomes here, it comes here. So depending on what we want to do here, we are going to choose also the x and y. But for the moment, I would like to keep it at the center because I would like to have a donut chart here, a donut chart. So basically in this video, we learned how we can have the middle circle. We chose the color, we chose the size, we chose the center where the center of this uh, circle should be. And in order to do that, we use the circle function to have it being plotted here. But we should remember that we call the GCA and also add artist functions before adding the circle. So if it's hard for you to remember all of these keywords, it's not mandatory for you to remember it. You can just simply copy paste my code and then use it whenever you want and modify it accordingly. So you can, whenever you want, you can check out this code and copy this part or write it down somewhere and then paste it in your project, and you will see the output will be like this. Thank you for watching.